Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate it. As you all may be able to read from the plaque, I'm from Virginia. I represent the southwest portion of Virginia, and I'm excited about Governor Youngkin's energy plans, overall energy plans, and his aspirations to make the Commonwealth of Virginia a leader in nuclear power renaissance. We're looking at the viability of small modular reactors in my district, particularly the possibility of using an abandoned mine site, particularly a surface mine or a brownfield site. Now, I would ask all of you for early site permit timelines. What would be your goal for application review time, including pre-application meetings, and particularly for small modular reactors? Chairman Hansen, and then we'll just go down the road.
Okay, thank you. I believe the early site permit would include an environmental impact statement in there, and I think the new debt ceiling bill includes some specific timelines in there for the completion of EISs. I believe that's 24 months, so we would expect to meet that schedule.
All right. Any difference of opinion?
No, not at all. And the proposal we were talking about earlier that I had presented to my colleagues just last week, I think one of the things we should be doing is looking at what are the aggressive but achievable schedules we should be thinking about for different types of applications like early site permits.
I absolutely think, Representative, that we can do better than 24 months. And that would be, I mean, efficiency is something that is needed right now in order to meet this moment. And I think we are the ones that have to kind of model that.
Yes, ma'am.
I agree with that, but I also think that the commission and the agency have been fairly quiet about these timeframes and in the need to meet them and have a sense of urgency. And so I think there's room for us to sort of step up the message and create an expectation for staff that we are serious about meeting these goals.
And I'll just agree with most of what my colleagues have said and just add that if an applicant chooses to pursue an early site permit, that should help facilitate the license review and approval process, not just add time to it. So we need to make sure that that's being taken into account as we review early site permits.
Yeah, and I am excited about it possibly coming into our region. The district is a energy region historically. We're also the district is fairly large, so it does stretch out a little bit, but we're only a few miles from BWX in Lynchburg. We're maybe 30, 40 miles from BWX in Irwin, Tennessee, and the district also is only about 75 miles from Oak Ridge. So we've got all the right components close by that I think we need to make sure that we have a safe opportunity, and we're excited about those prospects. Commissioner Caputo, I understand that the NRC holds a so-called mandatory hearing for several license types. These hearings can be duplicative. By the time you all get around to the hearing, the license has been subject to an extensive NRC staff review, advisory committee on reactor safeguard reviews, and public challenges and public comments. Could you talk some about the streamlining of the Nuclear Regulatory Commission's licensing hearings?
Well, these hearings are currently mandated in the Atomic Energy Act, but they are separate from adjudications and adjudicatory processes that result from contentions that get filed. So these are the practice is to conduct these at the commission level. So I think there would be a fair amount of streamlining that would occur in terms of reducing the time to prepare and actually hold these hearings. The commission is hopefully in the fall going to hold a mandatory hearing for essentially a research and test reactor. But the months leading up to it are filled with preparation, and it's a full day of the commission with numerous witnesses, and I think probably in excess of 30 staff members committing their time. If the commission were to find itself reviewing a significant number of applications, it would be pretty time intensive, both for the commission staff to prepare for these hearings and for the commissioners to put a lot of these on the calendar in addition to its regular duties. So I think there's room for a reform there to give the commission discretion over situations where they might believe a mandatory hearing would be warranted versus opportunities to streamline the calendar by not conducting them.
All right, will you help us if we need to draft legislation to help you all do that?
Happy to.
Thank you, I yield back.